Here's something else I've been adding back into my routine for my cigarette breaks. It's, it's gonna sound crazy, I know, but this really soothes me. It clears the headspace and just puts mind over body. So I got this cement-filled PVC pipe here that I use for grip strength and whatnot sometimes, picking it up, whatnot. But lately, I just be sitting out here treating them hands. Not crazy hard, loud enough to make a good noise. The fingertips, thumb, wrist, palm. I don't know what the fuck you call them knuckles there, but working them, hammer fist, back fist. That's the tenderest one for me. So that hurts way more than that. That doesn't hurt. This, that hurts. So it's just a good way to keep your body in check. Remember that not all pain is the same. This pain right here builds and builds and builds, but the thing about it is, ultimately, you're just teaching your body that you're at a point where that pain's not necessary. The pain's supposed to prevent you from injury. That's what pain's for. It's the only reason, is to keep you safe. And this ain't gonna hurt me. This is gonna strengthen me. And not to mention it, I feel like better muscle response when pain is out of the way, especially with these fingertips. My fingertips used to be like steel, bull. So let me get back to doing this. And toughen back up. In case any of y'all are admiring my fancy attire, I stole my girlfriend's jacket because she left it on the chair and it's a little chilly out here, so we're just gonna stretch it out a little bit. But yeah, it's nice though. Gives me time to think. Keeps my hands tough. Keeps my mind sharp. The body wants to be in control of the mind. It wants to. But you don't have to let it. You can take control. Starts with little shit like this. It's nice too because I have this, so I sometimes, not as much as focusing on the hands, we'll push forearms into it just to, I don't know, kind of simulate if you were in a tussle with someone trying to block real close, or maybe you're eating some punches, someone's hitting you real hard. That can get tender after a while, but if you condition it, and I'm hitting, when I do that, I'm not hitting like this, I'm hitting like this. I want to make sure that if I do something like that out of reflex in a fight, because a lot of times when you're fighting, you go into that fight with a bunch of game plans, but once you're in it, your body kind of will take over once you're trained enough. And poor training equals getting fucked up in a fight. So always keep your angles. So if this was a move that I was using in a real combat situation, if I had a fist coming right at me and I push into it like this, what that's doing is I'm actually depending on the fighter and how he knows how to balance himself, especially if I'm going up against some good old boy throwing haymakers, when I do that, it's not just your arm that slips that way. Your whole body weight shifts. Shift them like that. They're off center. And you wouldn't be, I'm not going to tell you some exact perfect bullshito combo. Something will open. I'll put it that way. You will have some sort of, he's going to come in like this. He's going to throw a punch. And he's going to end up over here. See that? All that leg. The side of the knee. You see that? That right there Don't give me that. Don't give me that, because I'm telling you, you don't have to be a good kicker. You don't have to have experience. You take, you literally just go like this. That's it. Slide down from here. Fight's over. It's done. It's over. They are done. I promise you. They're gonna be like, oh fuck. Like, they might go to the hospital. You might tear their shit. You can have some more fun, go for the face and the ribs and whatnot too. If you want the fight to last a little longer, you're a sick fuck like me. But if you're a normal person and you didn't want to be in that fight in the first place, man, practice knees. Just go for knees. Real shit. If you want self-defense, you don't want to fight. You don't like violence, but you will protect yourself. Low kicks. Just practice low kicks and you're good. No one's gonna be able to fuck with you on the street if they can't walk. So keep it simple. Stuff like this is not quite too dangerous for me yet because I'm still building back up to it. But them fingertips being whipped like that, I almost need someone to demonstrate it on for y'all to understand how doing something like this in combination with quick grip work, I will grab your ribs. I will grab your ribs right in there. I've seen a lot of really tough guys scream like little bitches when I get these fingers up there in them ribs. There's a lot of nerves in there that are not used to getting touched at all, let alone fucking squished on and jabbed with fingertips. It's very distracting for people. Even very simple things like, we're tied up, I start doing that here, all over your head. Is it gonna knock you out? No, absolutely not. Is it going to drive you insane and distract you mentally? You just want it to stop. Trust me. I start just digging them in, searching for eyes and ears and nose and this right here. That little tiny contact right here will make you wonder if you lost a tooth. I promise you. So, little skills like this, little things you can do. I'm not hitting this as hard as I can. But I want to be able to, if I did hit this as hard as I can, I don't want permanent injury. I don't want to go all numb. I don't want to lose control of my hand, because I've missed a lot. Going to punch somebody and ended up with rocks and gravel in my knuckles, especially on some ground and pound. You go to really smack somebody and they just move their head enough, or you skip off their head. It's not fun. Not fun. So that's another good thing in learning control. You don't always need to hit somebody as hard as you can. It really doesn't take that much force to put somebody down if you hit them in the right spot. Yeah, that's the cigarette break today. A little update on what I'm doing. Shifting up my training a little bit. And I'm sure you guys noticed I trained my right hand a little more than my left. And I try not to, but I'm right hand dominant, so if I'm not paying too much attention, I do just tend to do that out of reflex. But we're on day 4 of this? Day 3, day 4? So I'm still just getting back into it. A lot of nerves grew back since I stopped doing this, because they do, and when they do, it sucks. It's one warning I'll give about this type of training. When you start killing nerves and controlling pain with the mind, those nerves feel a woman's touch as well. So you sacrifice a good bit of feeling, and even when you stop training and the nerves grow back, they itch. They itch a lot as they're healing, trying to heal back. And you do lose a lot of those finer touch feelings. That's why I don't train the backside of my fingers. Like, if I really want to feel how smooth my old lady is, I can't feel her like this. Even before I restarted the training again, just from nerve damage from before. But this feels the same as this, feels the same as this, is this, is this. It's all the same. So I actually have to use the backside of my fingers if I want to know how smooth my lady is. That's a little sad, but when you have a true passion, there's always sacrifices to be made, and one of my passions has always been being tough. When I was younger, I was real tiny. I didn't hit my growth spurt till after high school. I went into middle school 50 inches tall, weighing 50 pounds. And so I was an obvious easy target for a bully, or so they thought. And it just always motivated me to be tough as nails. My whole thing when I was little growing up is like, I don't need to win the fight, I just need you to bleed and be scared. That's it. Because I only get my ass kicked once. If you bleed and you're scared by the end of that fight, you ain't coming towards me again. And that shit was true. I went through my whole childhood with that state of mind, and I never was bullied. People tried, but within 6 months of me being in any new school that I went to, if someone went to say something rude or nasty to me, they'd get warnings from everyone around. Yo man, don't fuck with the crazy little gothic kid. Don't do it. And it's strange too how being a violent person can actually attract a lot of people who aren't violent. I don't know if it's subconscious or if they do it on purpose, but when you earn a reputation for sticking up for yourself, not taking no shit, being fearless and tough, people gravitate towards you. I think you make them feel more safe, especially if you're never a bully. I was never a bully. I never pick on no fucking buddy. I bullied bullies. And little things like this kind of bring me back to that time sometimes. If I wasn't talking to you guys right now, and even though I am, I'm like halfway drifting off back into like middle school and high school, and remembering all the fights I've been in, being thrown through the air. Like I said, I was so tiny. One of my most memorable fights was actually with a friend. You know how little kids are, they like to gossip and start shit. I was friends with this kid, Zach. I believe he's dead now, actually. Rest in peace, Zach. Zach was a big kid, man. He was one of the middle school kids that was bigger than most of the high school kids. He was big as fuck, country built. And apparently someone had been telling him that I was saying something bad about him. I had no idea it was even going on. Didn't know he was mad at me. So I went into the class and I go up to him like, "What's up, Zach?" He's like, "Fuck you." But we were gothic, so I thought he was kidding. I was like, "Haha, fuck you too." And I keep walking towards him. Man, that big motherfucker picked me up and threw me over a desk, bounced off of another desk, into a third desk, into the wall. Like, smashed. And I got up, and like, I pulled my arm out the wall. I'm like, what the fuck was that for? And he ran. He was out. He was gone. So, some of my fights aren't like that. I didn't even get to fight back. Oh, you be quiet. You tangled yourself up. The dog tangled herself up. Now she wants to cry. And she's only tied up because she ate my fucking couch. Asshole. But yeah, a lot of my fights went that way. When I was real little, you know, people would hit and run because they didn't want to stick around. And, yeah. I got him back. It wasn't really a fight. I got him back later. We talked it out. But yeah, it's fun. Doing stuff like this just brings me back. Shit, I was so tiny in middle school. I got beat up by 2 different girls now that I think about it. Didn't help that they knew I wouldn't hit them back. That was not fair, but regardless, they were way bigger than me, and even if I wanted to hit them back, they probably would kick my ass anyways. So, long time of making myself tough. Was not born tough. I remember when I first learned how to hit the punching bag, I was Maryland, so that was either 2000 or 2001. So I was 10 or 11 years old. My stepdad, in his younger years, was a Golden Gloves boxer, 6'6", big motherfucker. And he taught me how to use the punching bag when I was about 10 or 11. And I want to say for the first 2 years, man, if I hit that punching bag anywhere near as hard as I could, which wasn't very hard, my wrists would just buckle and fold and crumble, and it hurt so bad. So bad. And every time it hurt, I guess because I, had a little Napoleon complex from being so small, I would just mentally assault myself and just keep fucking hitting it. Keep fucking hitting. Boom, ow, boom, ow, boom, boom, boom. Just destroying these wrists, man. Eventually they toughened up. Got me real used to pain. I had a tile floor in my basement. And I want to say when I was like maybe 12 or 13, I think 13, probably starting teenage years, I used to put metal BBs on my floor so that way it would hurt when I walked on it. I thought that would make me tougher too. I did a lot of weird shit to make sure I was not a bitch. And now I'm 34 and found out a lot of the weird shit I was doing as a kid are really ancient practices. Things people have been doing for a long fucking time to weaponize the body. So, I don't know. We're at 17 minutes now. I gotta say, my hands feel the same as they did when I started. Fingertips are a little sore, I suppose. No, that's a lie. They're fine. So I guess the memory of all the years of torture is coming back quickly, which is nice. Just gotta work on that. That hurts. Ooh, yeah. The back of the fist hurts for sure. But y'all have a blessed day. For any of y'all that hung out with this psychopath this long into the video, leave me a little like a little fire emoji or like a little metal John, Let me know which of you sick fucks actually listen to my sadistic training stories this long. Much love, peace out, have a great day.